Hey guys, my name's Nova, this is Film Express, and today we're going to be talking about the new Olivia Wilde movie, Don't Worry Darling. There's been a lot of hot gossip about Don't Worry Darling. Everyone knows about it by now. Whether it's the personal lives of the cast and crew or whether it's the infamous spitting incident.
Oh, no.
At this point, everyone has heard something about Don't Worry Darling. I'll start off by saying right away that I'm actually a big fan of Olivia Wilde's first movie, Booksmart. I think Booksmart was a fantastic, sharp, original, and unique film that was way better than it had any right to be. It took me by surprise, almost like a female Superbad that had way more to say, that was less crude in its humor. It was something that was extremely refreshing. I knew right away that Olivia Wilde had some skill as a director. I was very excited to see what she would do next. It was announced that she was going to be directing Don't Worry Darling, and it had basically an all-star cast with Harry Styles as well, but it was pretty exciting to say the least, because when the trailer dropped and the poster dropped and when the marketing team started revealing more of the movie, it really seems like the type of film that the Academy would love, that the Oscars would absolutely nominate, and I was very excited to see what was going to happen. One thing about me, guys, I'm a screenwriter, so I really love screenplays. When I saw that the Don't Worry Darling script was actually online, I took it upon myself to read it, and this was at least 3 or 4 months ago at this point. I read it a while ago just to get a sense of the story, and I do this with a lot of movies. There's a lot of films that I read the screenplays before seeing the movie, just to see how the director will translate, script to screen and how the vision comes to life. Another one that I read this year was Babylon, but that's a conversation for another day. Now, when I read Don't Worry Darling, I'll say this right away, I really enjoyed the screenplay. I thought it was a very sharply written, original, and chaotic screenplay that had a lot to say. It was a captivating read, and it was truly a page turner. It does suck to say that Don't Worry Darling is a huge misfire, and you guys might have heard this all over the internet by now. People are saying it's a very messy film. People are saying that it missed the mark, and I truly do have to agree, because what pains me the most is that this easily could have been the best film of the year. It's a huge sense of wasted potential, and after reading the screenplay, I completely pictured it kind of going in different tones and different directions. I feel like nobody really understood the assignment on this one, and that really pains me to say. This story had so much potential, the vision had so much potential, the team behind it had so much potential. So let's talk about the positives. The cinematography, the production design, the overall style of the film, all those are top tier for sure. Matthew Libatique is a top tier cinematographer, and he brings his A game to this film for sure. Cannot take that away from him. The film is very visual. It's shot very elegantly in a classy way. The lighting is phenomenal, and some of the scenes are visually very fantastic. The production design is outstanding in this film, like the props, the set design, everything has a vibe, and they really nail that vibe 100% in this film. When I say nobody really understood the assignment, it sucks, because Florence Pugh, she does really try her best to bring the script to life in this film, but in a way, after reading the screenplay as well, I really feel like Olivia Wilde should have directed her better, because there were some scenes where she played it a way more frantic and manic than I feel like the script called for. This is no discredit to her. I think she's a fantastic actress, and she really wanted to bring more energy to the screen. I really commend her for that. A good director is able to guide a performance. Florence Pugh has proven that she can basically do anything at this point, but a good director should be able to guide your performance and make it more focused and kind of draw empathy from the audience. I think her portrayal of the character could have been just a slightly bit more nuanced in its execution, but I really think she brings her A game to this one for sure. She's really trying her best, and she makes the most out of some of these scenes that there isn't much going on. Unfortunately, everybody else in this film, it's like they were all acting in different movies. Harry Styles, he's just not a good actor, unfortunately, and I don't know him personally. I don't follow his music. I don't know much about him. All I can say is that the couple of times I've seen him now on screen, he just doesn't really have that much charisma and a range of realistic emotions, and that just really sucks. Chris Pine has a really interesting character in this film, but unfortunately, I feel like even his performance was kind of just lacking charisma and energy. He was like drawing his words out, and unfortunately I was bored. I was bored with his performance, and I was bored with his vibe. I don't think he added much to his character. He really could have done a lot more. Chris Pine, unfortunately, was very underwhelming to me. I've seen him do some really fantastic performances, but he really usually just seems like he's a one-note actor, and this is no different. He doesn't have much range. He doesn't pull any new tricks, let's just say. I think the biggest problem of this whole movie really is going to come down to the way Olivia Wilde directed this film. There are way too many inconsistencies in the tone in this film. It really feels like people are on different pages, or in different movies, or in different vibes and different moods. It feels like there's really no chemistry between the cast and the crew, and there's no synergy between the vision and the execution. So it really comes across as something that kind of really misses the mark. I really think that this film had so much potential. Like you have some really cool ideas and really surface level themes that could have been explored so much deeper. How do you break free from something that you're trapped in, even if it seems like it's perfect for you? This film is truly all about gaslighting, and it's just ironic that we were all gaslit the past few months into thinking that this would be like an Oscar contending film, when truly it just failed on delivering on any of those promises, and it's really unfortunate. Ultimately, there were some scenes in this film that really took me out of my immersion and my experience, especially when it came down to Harry Styles, his acting and his delivery of lines. His scenes are really supposed to be emotionally hefty, powerful scenes and drive the narrative arc for Florence's character. But really, anytime that happened, it was just hilarious to me. And one of the biggest plot points near the end of the film, I almost had to just roll my eyes. I couldn't take it seriously. And that's something you don't want in a film, right? You don't want to be taken out of the experience. You don't want to think that what you're watching is stupid. You really want... You want to be challenged, and you want to be entertained. If you feel like something doesn't click in your head, you're instantly out of the film, and that happened to me way too many times in Don't Worry Darling, and I kept trying to give it a chance, and especially at the end, it just completely lost me. So it's really unfortunate, because I stand by this. I think this could have been one of the best films of the year. This had so much potential. It ended up being a big misfire. If I had to give this a rating out of 10, I would truly give this like a 4 or a 4.5 out of 10, because it comes so close to being passable, but so many things went wrong with this film. And unfortunately, what the audience gets is a very unrewarding, messy misfire of a film that has vibes and ideas that are way better than what the actual product is. And it's just unfortunate. So guys, that's my review of Don't Worry Darling. I'm not going to talk about the spitting situation. I'm not going to talk about Olivia Wilde's personal life. I'm just here to talk about the film. I'm trying to bring like a screenwriter's perspective and a film lover's perspective, of course, but I hope that sheds some light on some of the flaws with this film. Guys, please like and please subscribe to Film Express. It would help the channel so much. Please add some comments if you agree or disagree. I would love to discuss the movie with you, and I'll catch you guys next time. See ya.